Welcome back to my channel, lovelies. If this is the first time you have watched one of my videos, then welcome. If you like the video, then please do subscribe. So, as always, we are going in with the weekly guidance for you guys. I have 3 piles for you to choose from. If you just want to settle yourself, taking some deep breaths, this is pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. Allow yourself to be drawn to any pile. Don't overthink it. Go with the first pile that you're drawn to. Welcome, pile 1, to your weekly reading. Let's have a little looky what we have for you. Great adventure, emptiness, and the energy is gaining momentum. So I want to come straight to the emptiness card here, because with this one I feel like this is where you've been, or you might at the beginning of this week feel a little bit lost, maybe not really have much of a focus going on. I just feel a little bit, what is the word? Just a little bit blah, that sort of feeling, just a bit meh. That's the first thing that comes up there. But there's a change. The energy I feel around this tree is changing. There's healing that's happening. I feel like there may have been some grieving, some loss of some kind, whether that is a loved one or a career or something. And now the tide is changing is what I feel. I feel there is a change that is happening around you, and I feel like you've also got these great roots, foundational roots ready for you to move forwards on to this great adventure, and the energy is gaining momentum. So this shift that is happening here has been slow, it feels like, but it's now starting to create momentum, which is where this card is coming in, and there is a lot of peace. There is a lot of this sort of sensual happiness as well. It's finding this love within yourself, being happy with who you are, just feeling more at peace with yourself, rather than how you may have been feeling here. You're feeling more like a battle, feeling very sort of hazy and cloudy. That is all lifting this week. This is really starting to change now. It's beautiful, feels so deeply healing. There may even be a spiritual aspect that comes in here of just that universal love, and knowing that everything comes together when it is needed. But you also have this element that comes up with this great adventure, that you may need to take some risks. You may need to put yourself out there, and that feels a little bit scary for you guys this week. It feels like that may not be natural to you. It may be uncomfortable to put yourself out there, but it feels really, really good to do. You have this beautiful energy aligning with you this week. It's so healing, so beautiful. And yes, there is this aspects of fears and doubts and uncertainty, but unless you take the risks, you're not going to be able to grow. You're not going to be able to step forwards into your power to really take on those new adventures and opportunities that are coming up. You really need to take the lead in some areas of your life, and I feel like there may be some kind of new business ideas that may be around some of you, and it's like you need to take the lead and take charge and really get things done. If you have been waiting on somebody, it's like, well, you've been waiting long enough. It's time to just take action yourself. So if there is someone around you you've been waiting on, whether it's creating something for you or you're supposed to be doing it together, it may be time to reevaluate and adjust and really focus on yourself, which is this one here really does come to me as looking after yourself, putting yourself first, and really tapping into your own strength, your own purpose, your own intentions, and really aligning with what it is that you're truly wanting, because it's almost like this other person may have different ideas to you, so it may need looking at and addressing before you really start moving forwards. So that's what I have for you guys this week. So there's change, and it's exciting, and it is very from the heart in the way that this comes through. You're really living from a place of truth, and there is a lot of emotional healing that will come along the way on this journey as well, when you start to take the lead, get out your comfort zones, and it may be even a form of travel or exploring around your area, because if lockdown and everything, we're not really going to be exploring that far, but there's an element of exploring and adventures that comes up as well. So that's what I have for you guys this week. Please let me know if this resonates in the comments below, and I hope to see you next week. Welcome, pile 2, to your weekly guidance reading. You have Ignite, You Are Good Enough, and Passion and Pleasure. Right, where are we starting? Okay, I'm starting here. This one is drawing me in. Okay, so there is healing that is being done for you right now. This week is about an internal strength, feeling worthy. There's a lot of kindness and understanding for yourself as well as others that comes up here. This is a starting point. I see this as like a gate opening up, walls coming down, peeling back layers. It is a lot of work that you've been putting in is really starting to show its worth now. It's like you've been planting the seeds and now it's starting to grow. You're starting to see the results, and this week you will maybe feel more organized, start to see things in a different way. You have a passion that is brewing that comes up twice here. So you have this passion igniting within you, and because of this feeling worthy, you're starting to believe that you can achieve this, that you can go after your goals, that you can reach your dreams and keep moving forwards towards what it is that you want. Whereas before it was almost like you didn't have the confidence, you were holding yourself back. Whereas now, this week, there's a big change, and I feel like this is happening across the board as a universal thing, where there's big changes starting to happen, but for you in particular, it is about a passion within, being creative, speaking your voice as well, but really letting yourself be seen. And I get with this one here, a celebration of some kind, something coming. I'm almost seeing like a certificate. So if you were doing a course or something, it's like you're going to finally get to the end, you're going to get that certificate. There's a completion of some kind here. I also get here that it's time to stop procrastinating. You've got to start taking action. It is very fiery energy for you this week, but it's also kind of balanced out with this beautiful healing energy as well. So there's a lovely balance for you guys this week. You have to make sure that you are appreciating how far you've come, appreciating the person you are now compared to where you were. There is just this beautiful upliftment within you, and it's so fiery this week. Taking action, creative, taking the lead on things if necessary as well. And your time is now. It's really about creating. And when I say creating, it doesn't necessarily mean that it has to be something like craft related and it's a project of that kind. It's you are creating something. It could even be creating a human being. It's any form of creation. You are taking something and turning it into something new, and it's exciting, really exciting. So if you've had fear holding you back at all, this is like this point now this week where you're like, all that internal work you have been doing over the last, months, you've been doing this for months, internal work, working deep, really working on your own healing, and now this is your truth really stemming forwards. I feel so like gypsy-fied with this one. I just feel like I need to sing around the fire. I need to just show my truth. You know, like if I want to wear a nice floaty dress, then I'll wear a nice floaty dress. Just being your true self, wearing things that you feel great in, and not allowing what other people's opinions and what other people think to affect the way that you move forwards in life and how you handle yourself as well in life. It's like that layer has been peeled back. You've finally let go of that last bit that you've been working on, and you're free. It feels so freeing this week for you guys. Exciting, very exciting, and it's just very passion-led this week. And don't doubt that. Just allow yourself to embrace this energy and just see where it leads you. Don't question it. Just go with the flow and see where it goes, because it feels like it's just going to carry you to where you need to be. I love it. So that is what I have for you guys this week. Please let me know if this resonates in the comments below, and I hope to see you here next week. Welcome, pile 3, to your weekly guidance. You have the solitude, you have believe in the impossible, and you have mystic healer. Now all these cards are bringing such a tranquil, quiet vibe to them. They're all these blues. Look at it. Look at all them. It's just so calming and it's so healing, deeply healing in fact. It feels like we're going really, really deep into some emotional healing possibly, but also a spiritual healing, a spiritual connection, delving deep within who we truly are. There are many of you watching this that will be spiritual healers, hands-on healing, healing of some kind. You have a beautiful healing energy about you, and I feel like it's a strong spiritual connection that you can just tap into, and you channel this healing so easily and effortlessly. But then I also get doubts creep in, which is a running theme for every pile this week, is doubts and fears. Whereas the other piles have felt like it was really about letting go of that. It's almost like with you're working, you're in it, but then there's still that little voice going, are you making this up? Is this really happening? Are you seeing this? Are you feeling this? Has it really made that much of a difference? It's like this constant flow of doubt. And that is why it says believe in the impossible. So when you are having, for some of you, it's almost like you are having these sort of visions, epiphanies. There's big things happening spiritually around you that you are doubting, you're questioning, you're thinking you may be making things up. But this believe in the impossible is saying no. You are seeing this, you are feeling this, you are hearing this. Everything you experience is truth. It is just maybe not what we are brought up to know is the truth, but it's this big shift that is happening, a big change, and the energy emanating from you is beautiful and very powerful for some of you here. It's, look at can you see all that energy coming from behind her? I'm seeing this as this is spiritual energy that you can connect to, that it's just there around you and you tap into it easily. It's there. You don't have to think about it. You don't have to do anything other than go, right, okay, I'm letting that in and we're just going to use this healing energy. It's so powerful. I also get the moon as well as an energy to tap into, or that your sort of abilities may be heightened around the moon cycles. So the full moon in particular I feel like is quite powerful in that way, and then the new moon feels like there is this recharge and regeneration that comes with the new moon for you guys. And then you've got the solitude card here as well, so it's about taking that time out to go inwards. I feel like you may even see somebody like this for some of you, that you're seeing like a goddess, a priestess, something very high being, it feels like, and there is a connection there that you may be doubting whether you've been seeing her or feeling her, and it's almost like she brings this beautiful, powerful healing, whether it's just to you as a person or if you are actually a healer yourself, it's you connecting and bringing this energy through for your clients. The solitude is saying you need to go inwards to experience your own experiences, because it's almost like for some that are already practicing, it's like you are healing people and you're experiencing things, but as you come away you just either forget about it or you brush it off. Whereas by going into this sense of solitude after, you can reflect and really ask more questions of who it was, what you felt, how can you connect with them again, is there anything specific that they help with. It's like you can really delve deeper into who's helping you if you want to. I know some people don't, like for me, I don't mind who it is that helps me when I do my healing sessions. Whoever comes forward I know is the right person to help me with that healing session. But for some that have got that doubt and uncertainty, it might be beneficial for you to take some time after the session to reflect and maybe jot things down, write things out, and just see what else comes out as you do that. Within the solitude, you may need to take some time as well for your own self-healing, to actually ask them to step forwards and continue with your own self-healing, because you have to just, it's about this balance. This blue is so beautiful for you this week, very healing and very it's just this tranquil feeling, like it's so deeply healing that it feels like it's going right into the cellular level. It's deep, very, very deep in the way that this feels. It feels like we're not just going on the top layers, we are delving through the layers, getting to the core of the problems. That's the way that it feels. So you may need to just take some time to protect yourself for your own self-healing right now, and then next week come back as if like you need recharging in a way, a little bit of recharging yourself. So don't always give everything to others, make sure you save enough for yourself as well. So that is what I have for you guys this week. Let me know if this resonates in the comments below, and I hope to see you here next week.